So right now, it's okay. Right now we just did a chant of mantra. Okay. Man is mind, a faculty of mind which work with your senses. Senses are the vehicle of our mind. So the nature of man, the mind, it's to run here and there. So mantra helps the mind in a present. So we chant bija mantra, the seed mantra. Some mantra there has the seed mantra has an intensive energy, and the mantra we chant, it was for Shakti mantra, mantra for energy, to clean the energy and ground the energy. So your connection to the mantra is based on how much you give yourself to this process, how much you involve with dedication, sincerity, how much you see this, how you see this, how much is precious for you this. Everything in this life works in that way. How much you value it. The way you see, that way you're going to experience. The way you see external life, that way you're experiencing the external life. The way you see within, that way you're going to experience. If you see divinity at the form of energy, vibration, you see. If you see the no formless reality, you're experiencing formless. If you're experiencing the divinity with the form, you're experiencing form. So the way you see, that way you're going to experience. And similarly, when you're chanting some mantra, and the power of the mantra is very much based on how you see. But at the beginning, how much you are cultivating your mind, you're attentive, you're developing your awareness. That's the first thing. And slowly, as you have experience, then your connection to the practice become deeper. Please understand. First, it does not come attitude. Just simple. You meet some man or you met some women, you like it, you have coffee, that's what you do. Yeah, or you eat or you drink or you depending on the type of person you are. So you share the time, share the moment. But what is going to bring your relationship deeper? How much you give time to it, and how much you are ready to adjust. We are human beings, so we are not perfect, so we can be different. We all are different. The beauty of relationship, that we are trying to purify our ego. Two people live together. It's kind of arrangement of purification of our ego. You can never find the perfection. The perfection, what you see, is your conditions of mind. The same thing with the mantra. At the beginning, you don't feel the connect. You want it because you look for something deeper, and you feel some connections because you have some connections to. You have done maybe some practice of previous life, or you was ready for it from within. And then when you chant this practice, and as you experience the power, as you experienced, the degree you experience, that degree you realize the value of it. Value means you feel its importance. No, it's very important for me. I saw many times people come here to learn. And sometimes we give discussions to the people, teaching like we are discussing now, or we chant mantra. So some people, they just come one time in their whole life, and they still connected to it. And sometimes people stay longer, they come, they connect, but they don't connect with that deep. They try. They're trying, they're working, but sometimes when you're ready, just one moment, few moments of meeting, and that's it. It's the energy works. So what I'm saying is that the degree you are prepared, the degree you experience, the degree you experiencing, that's really going to help you, inspire you to go deeper in your journey. And please remember, your different roles in your life as a father, as a mother, or as a family person, when there's a pleasant or unpleasant situation of life, you still finding moments, time, and channeling the energy towards your practice. Because every situation, it's give you a choice. What you choose? Oh, I can't do my practice because of my work, because of that man, because of this woman, because of this condition. We all have. Everybody have. But in this moment, you say, yes, it's sad, it's very hard, it's very difficult. Let's I have done this. I'm worrying about my external life. Let's work a little bit to my inner life. Cultivating the mind. Like the mind said sometime at the earlier, I don't want to go to the school. I don't like school. I don't want. But do you try? You try. Slowly, you try. And your mind accepted, adjusted. Yes? Same thing. At the beginning, your mind said, no, I don't like it. I can't connect it. No, it's not for. No, yes, but many reasons why not to practice, but you just cultivate your mind because you have a choice. And you just cultivate, you help your mind to channel the focus within. You just help. It's not that when you feel to do it. Yes, when you feel to do, when you want to do, when you try to do, that's one thing. It's one thing. But when you don't have a feeling to do, when you don't want to do, but you still cultivating your mind, talking to you know what, let's try a little bit. Let's try the few rounds of practice. So when you preparing your mind, training your mind, helping your mind to be with the practice, that will be your strength also. Not with the fighting with yourself. No. Don't. Not we are. I'm not asking to suppressing yourself, pushing yourself, or to be negative with yourself. No, I'm not talking. I'm just saying the being friend with yourself. You know what? I know you don't feel. I don't feel it. I don't have energy. I don't have a strength. And I don't find a deeper connections. But let's continue work. Let's try. I don't know where it brings me. Do we really know that when we go to the school and everything what you have learned in the school, you are using it now? No. But you still did. It has some contribution to your life to structurize your mind, discipline your mind, and to help you to see the external life. It was a kind of preparation for your external life. And the next coming generation maybe don't need this much of hard working because machine will take all the places. But what I want to say to you here is that all of these situations that in your home, in your practice, you try. Same thing in a schooling time. You try so that you can better manage your external life. Same thing in your practice of mantra, that you try. And remember one thing, any forms of concentration practice when you're helping your mind to focus through mantra, through breath, through sound, or through breath, there are only two ways to bring your awareness in present. Only two ways. Only there are two methods, breath or sound. You go all around the world, every religions, they're working on only two methods of meditation. Mantra, sound, vibration, or breath. Only these two methods which can help your awareness to be in the present. Train your mind and its awareness to be present. But remember, our problem, we want result. Or we want to entertain people. If I'm a yoga teacher, if I'm a yoga practitioner, and I'm a yoga I'm teaching the yoga, how unfortunate is it that I just see this whole wisdom to please you, to please you. If I do this just for you and it doesn't connect to me, yes, as a teacher, I need to share, teach, do everything, but I have to see how it works for me, how it's going to bring deep in me. Like you have to see this way. You should never have the approach of pleasing people. What people want, what people like it. Yes, think what works for them, but not all your focus to entertain. So then you become like a theater person. You're just acting, you're just playing, so people will, it's good, you will get something materially, but is unfortunate. It doesn't change here anything. So we should not see as entertaining, but we should see how this wisdom, this particular practice I can apply in my life. So you have to understand the practice, you have to understand the method, you have to understand the process, and how I can develop it. And always remember one simple principle. All the practices are a process of opening your subconscious and unconscious layers of mind. So it's like you are cleaning, it's like sweeping the floor, you're cleaning it. So many deep-rooted things will come up. Very harder part of people, as a practitioner, very hard part is to learn to adjust with your subconscious and unconscious mind. Very difficult to adjust when the deep-rooted habit is coming up. So that's why people keep changing the technique. You ask them, oh, I know that meditation, this meditation, that one, this one. Why you want to know many? Because when you're involving with new things, your mind gets focused. But when you're used to it and you're working in it, then you're facing the deep-rooted habit of subconscious layer, unconscious layers of habit, the energy, the emotion, the feeling, the memory, the vibration, the energy, they're coming up. And as they come up, this is where we started to give up. And this is where we need to understand, this is where we need a guru. The guru is not the one who entertain you. Guru is the one who already walk on this path, who bring you from dark to light, who already work in their own journey. If I don't work, if I can't share with you on my own experience, then ChatGPT can answer all the question. Google can answer all the question. And very soon there will be a device that you can put it here, and you ask any question, and the Google will give the signal to your brain, and you will answer everything. But that does not change your consciousness. It's not about answering. It's not about intellectualizing. It's about awakening. It's about awakening to awareness, finding that connection deeper than physicality. It's about this. So please, you will be crazy behind the intellectualization. It just is another type of madness. And this is another type of fearness, to when you want to be right. No, I don't need to be right. I don't need to be right in anybody's eyes. No, I need to be how I am, and I need to present myself as I know, as I have. Just when you're learning to be with yourself and you're learning to be natural and spontaneous, then you learn to flow. And when you learn, like you see the Ganga Ji, Ganga water, just flow. So you learn to flow with the water. You're not. And whenever you're trying to create a mask and you're trying to, I want to please, I want to do this, I want to do that, then you're trying to flow against of the flow of water. You are swimming the against of currents, you're swimming opposite way of the water current. So you use a lot of energy, and you're tired and you're exhausted, and then you said, I need some break from this. I'm just so tired and exhausted. Because you don't learn to flow with the life. Flow with the process. Please understand this. I'm not saying that don't read. I'm not saying that don't do your preparation. No, I'm just saying do it, but not do it for entertain, but do that how it can help, how it can be useful, but not with under constant fear as a practitioner. There will be fear when your first time. I remember when I was first time in my life, I went to traveling to another country, Europe, and then first time there was a people, they asked me to speak in front of people. There was a lot of people, and I never saw this much of groups of people. So yes, when your mind and is disturbed, when there's a new things happening to your life, it impact on you. But you come back to your source and you just be natural. Try to be natural. It's just the art. It just takes some time to face people, face situation, and slowly, but always come back when you want to share the teaching, when you want to help others. You just be natural, how you know. And when you don't know, you don't know. I will learn. I will learn in that way, right? The same thing with your practice of mantra. As you're working with the mantra practice, you don't feel anything, you don't feel your connection, you don't find deeper. It's okay, you're going to experience slowly. But let's try what is in your hand. Are you really trying to be attentive? Are you really managing your posture, and you're really doing it what you can to maintain your awareness? So you ask yourself so that you can involve mindfully. And as you involve mindfully, means you're trying your best, slowly, it opening the layer of subconscious and unconscious, and then we are finding the difficulty to adjust with other people, to adjust with ourselves, and people give up. People changing the technique. The reason they are changing the technique, they can't go deeper in a one way, and then the ego come up with the logic. Why not? Why not? Why not many? I like different flavor. People say it like this sometimes. I say, yes, but it's like spirituality is like searching the water in the ground. So one day this technique, one day that technique means digging on the ground, 2 meters. No water in this ground. That 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters, 100 place. And in the end, there's no water because I'm tired. And if you keep digging in the one place, so maybe you have reached to the water. So that's the thing, the patience and consistency and understanding that, okay, this unpleasantness, this lacking of motivation, lacking of strength, doubt, fear, whatever I'm facing, aware of this, and to go to the people who can inspire you, who motivate you, who can help you, where you can open yourself. And if they are true, genuine, they will not exploit you. They will motivate you, inspire you to go through with this process. And once you learn to adjust your deep-rooted habit pattern, when they come up to your conscious mind, you learn to adjust with them by becoming aware of them. So then slowly, you don't fight with them in your mind as you meditate. You don't fight with them. You learn, you're aware. It's okay, it's cleaning. It's garbage. It dust, dust like it's like your flat, your house has been closed for many years. And suddenly you open and cleaning now. The same thing, it dust, so you're just cleaning your mind. Because beyond the mind is the soul, is a journey to the roots. Beyond the mind is the roots. So you're cleaning it. Yeah. So you are cleaning it. And it's very important that this cleaning process slowly. You know what? Cleaning your house is not pleasant experience. Not everyone like the cleaning the house. Not everyone like the cleaning the plates. Yes? Not everyone like, but once it's clean, it feels good. Same thing, the work of cleansing of your mind is not very easy for many people, for most of us. But as it cleaned, the mind started to be clean, you started to be quiet, you started to learn to enjoy your company, you started to enjoy yourself, you started to appreciate your life. You started to find more gratefulness in your life. Less complain. Less competing, comparing, less all of this. You start to feel more deeper value, deeper connection with the moments of life. Because life is just moment. And when the mind is not equanimity, not balance, not purify, then mind search, I will be happy when I am retired. I will be happy when I'm near the beach. And when you're near the beach, if you're thinking of something else. Sometimes we don't know the life and its mystery. So it's very important thing to understand that the mind means not letting you be in the present. Because mind does not know the pleasantness of this moment. Simply doesn't know. It just knows there. And if the mind learns to be in the present, it loses wild nature. It loses power. That's why the mind doesn't like to be in the present, because when you coming in the present, so my mind is started to be a servant, is no longer going to be a boss. And mind wanted to love to be a boss because that's how it knows. That's how it has been trained. But as you learn to be, as you bringing your mind in the present, your mind started to be a melt, and there's a quiet and silence, and the soul, the consciousness, the awareness is going to be take place. And the mind is becoming servant slowly. So who like to be a servant? Everybody like to be a boss. This is true. This is true. So this is the very important things to understand here. When you practice sadhana, it's same thing what happening to our external. I'm just telling you something that I have seen in my own journey. It's not about you, it's all about me. I have seen it in a different way in my path, in my journey, or I have seen the other people or my student whom I have lived as. So I have seen it and I watched sometime, and sometime I didn't say anything to them because they are not ready to hear. So I don't say anything, but I knew that this will also change if they continue to walk. So all I want to say that don't give up. All I want to say is that, don't search only intellectual answer. Search the experience answer from the experienced. The intellectual answer, inspiration, but it does not fulfilling you. It enlightening your intellect, sharpening the intellect is like your knife, sharp. So intellect just know one thing, cut. So intellect only, when you see things with intellect, is only want to divide things, cut things. And in intellect, it's like when it's cutting, so it's like when you see something through the intellect, you're seeing through this parameter of your understanding. And you just see what fit, if whatever I'm saying, if it suits to, if it's fit inside that box of your intellect, then it's right. If it's not fit, it's not right. And even it's fit there, so you want to cut it. Intellect want to cut. That's the nature of here. But when you practice, you say, you know what, I have understand, but how I can practice so that I can experience. And when you see from the heart, it started to connect, it started to unite, it started to bring together. So the problem in the modern world, it's not a religion only, it's a problem. There's a lot of religious people, but not less spiritual people. The religious people forget the purpose. The purpose of religious is to be spiritual, heart, to experience. But unfortunately, we so much focus to be religious. Religious means I do this, you do this, you do this. Please don't take personally, but this is how. This is all this, but this is just religious. Yeah, this is just religious. Please understand. All this act of religious is so disciplining the mind, helping the mind in a certain routine to purify. But unfortunately, ego say, no, I am only this, I am religious, I am very religious. If I am very religious, does it changing my life? There was a beautiful story. One Christian mom, very religious mom, asked today his son that, keep quiet all the time. And this small baby, all the time quiet, because it's depending on the mother, and is all the time mother yelling on him, and because she's religious, she's disturbed. So one day she went to the market and she saw this small boy saw the Buddha posture, statue. He said, Mom, I want to buy this. He said, why? He said, because you all the time say, keep quiet, and this looks a bit best example for me for we keeping quiet. He said, no. Mother said, no, we can't have this because our religious doesn't allow us to have this. So the moral of the story is that, religion is not a problem. Religion is just a boat. But you have to see how I can come to the spiritual, to experience of this, how it can bring me to my roots, how it bring me to my heart. That's very important. So mantra, when you chanting the mantra, when you practice any forms of repetition of mantra, It's called japa. When you one sound, one type, one particular mantra, when you're repeating continuously, it's called japa. Jap, repetition of one sound, one mantra, it's called jap. And the purpose of it, to training the awareness on one vibration, become friendship of sound and awareness, sound and awareness. It's become friend. They become two, become one. So just sound remain, awareness and sound become one. And it's very powerful. It's just a process again of cleaning your subconscious and unconscious mind. And I'm telling you one thing, if you really want to clean, you have to just learn that it's like cleaning process of your mind. It's like a growing the seed. You're watering the seed and it's growing. But what we do in our life, we put the seed and next day we dig the ground and see seed is not growing. And then we again put the water. Then again we dig the ground and seed is not growing. We not let the seed grow. We always questioning when, how long, how much time. Already 6 months happened, 7 months happened. But please, how many years you give to develop your external life? 20 years. And even then you change your profession. So same thing, it takes some time. But what you have to understand, what is it in your hand? Your action. What is in your hand involving physically and mentally the best possible way you can in this moment. So your sadhana, your practice, in this moment, I'm having my dinner, so I'm with my dinner. I'm just learning to be with the process. Right now, I am with you, so I have to learn to be with you. This is my meditation right now. Whatever you do, you're learning to be with it. Just develop this simple principle. Right now, I'm working in a company. That's my meditation. Right now, I am with the children. That's my meditation. Just learning to be 100% you can. If not 100, at least some closer to 100 is good. Just try. This way is going to be changed. Okay, right now I'm going to do mantra. I'm just doing mantra. Right now I'm going to just aware of my breath and sound and mantra, and I'm going to be with my practice. So just cultivate that attitude of meditation. Just try. I have seen many people, when they are in the work, they are dreaming for holiday. When they are in the holiday, they are thinking of work. Many, I have a friend before, or people I know, that they was in the work, they was thinking about ocean. And when they are in the ocean, they're thinking of work. So this is mind, this play of mind. And this is what I have said to the mind. Okay, right now you're here. Just be here, breathe, just be here. Enjoy this. Enjoy this tea, enjoy this moment, enjoy this talk, enjoy this chant, enjoy this being with yourself. It's opportunity. So when you're repeating the one mantra, frequently it's called japa. Jap. Repetition. And that's very powerful. Okay? And that the power of this, when you practice. For example, I know people in my life. If you practice the way I'm asking you to practice, or the way I'm sharing with you, or the way we've been learning, and you just try. The way you're learning, you're trying all this kriya, all this breath work, you're trying. But when you try sincerely, you don't try 50-50. 50-50 is not good. Right now I am here, you give yourself best. All the technique are not determined by the teacher. The technique, how much this technique will work is depending on as good as you are. Every technique is as good as you are. The way you are, the degree you're receptive, that way the technique will work. I know many people, they have learned Kriya Yoga tradition, and from the great master. I know very closely many people, they learn, they practice, but it doesn't work for them, doesn't suits to them. For some people, I know many people. And I have one friend in Indian who studied with me. He came here and he want to try everything. He tried everything. He go to all the people's places, Osho disciple, all around the India. He go to the different master, different places, and he go to Kriya Yoga. He went to this. He went to the student of the great master Yogananda student. He learned. He got the teaching from him. He go one day, he doesn't go for next day. He said, that's not what I am. He tried and it doesn't work for him. Does it mean the teaching is wrong? No. If I close my eyes and I see the darkness, I said there is no light, it's me. It maybe I don't have the roots of that practice. Maybe that I don't have roots for that practice. Maybe I'm not ready for that practice. So then come back what works for you. Just see what works for you, and whatever driving you there, bringing you there, stay with it. Please. We all don't need dahina, We like different types of food, Somebody like boil, somebody like steam, somebody like fry, somebody like sprout, different types of fruit, juices, whatever you eat it. Just see what works for you, what suits to you, what suits your digestive system, what kind of teaching you can digest. You can apply, because time is short, time is limited. What the kind of energy you're feeling now is not always going to be the same. No. Every 5 to 7 to 10 years time, body as the time pass, body is changing. So every moment is a possibility. So just see how you can apply, sincerely you can try. And just what works for you, try sincerely. Okay, because ultimately all the path, it's about bringing you here to your roots. All you have to see, okay, I don't feel the need, importance, connections through my inside. Yeah, that's my reality. But I will feel as I learn to spend time with it. You have to be a friendship first. And how you become friend? When you spend time. And then when you spend time, say, I miss my friend. Same thing, you have to spend time. You have learned only spend time out there. You have to learn to spend time with this one. Give little time to here, to focus here. Oh, but it's some people said to me, oh, but it's scary. It's scary because you are not familiar to it. You're not familiar to it because you expect so much from it, but you don't try enough. Just try. And how to try? By breath awareness, by mantra. Or certain practices as it has been shown to you, taught to you. Just try that way. So you will see its power in your life. The transformation, awakening, it's a natural process, like a flower is blossom. Awakening is natural. Don't worry about enlightenment, awakening. Just aware of about preparation the ground and watering the seed. And as it grows, the awareness, the flower will blossom. The experience of awakening will be there. What will happen? Then what will happen? Then you learn to see things as they are. You learn to see things as they are. You're enjoying the sunset, you're enjoying the sunlight, you're enjoying the peace, you're enjoying the mind. Like right now, whatever you do for your enjoyment, for happiness. But then you started to enjoying the way is it. If there is a bitter time, you cry, but you still, it does not impact you so deep as you awaken. It doesn't mean that you don't cry. You will cry, you will sad, but you know deep down it's part of life. You can overcome to it. So please understand your consistency, your regularity, your dedication. It's very important. Otherwise, because all you have to do is to learn to train the mind to be in the present, so that your mind can be melted, so your mind can be learn to be grounded, so your mind can be learn to dive in this moment, experienced of this, and experienced. When it takes place, it's bring the silence to it. The chatter of mind become quiet. The talk, the noise is becoming less. That is the power of experienced. The power of understanding. It's feel good. It's feel clear. I know. Identity label. It's feel good, but doesn't bring that quietness in us. But when there's an experience takes place, there's a quietness takes place in you. And that quietness is your inner richness. It's like that quietness is a kind of your inner credit card. It's like, when you go to the market, you see the value, how much your credit card can or your debit card can work. How much value you have when you use your card. Same thing, your inner experience is your card, your value, so that it helps you to adjust with your life. It helps you to shows how to be in a different circumstances and condition in your life. It's a very important. We should not worry what we don't know. I don't know. What I don't know, but what I have known, life has shows to me, given to me. Am I applying in my life? I'm applying in my life. That's what is important. So, for example, right now we go to the room. Your mind's okay. Your old habit pattern want to repeat the same habit. Yeah. He mean this. He mean that. This, that. No, but simple thing. Let me come back to here. Let me try to become back here. Oh, my mind, let's come back here. Let's stay with it. So, simple. Sincerity. Developing. Even in this moment, this very moment, you just listen. Just become aware of your senses, your ears, the bugs. Just aware, these bugs. Just aware of the breath. Just aware. And aware of the length of the breath and that space in you. the silence in you that will drive you to that silence in you. Just aware. Just simple. You go to your room, you can be aware of this. You wake up in the night and you're forcing yourself to sleep. Can you just be aware of the bugs, of the noise, or whatever it is, just aware. And aware of your breath even in night. Not forcing yourself, not fighting with yourself to sleep, but just aware. I'm in a holiday, at least I can make experiment. In home I have excuse, work, this, that. At least here is nobody pushing me. And I'm living in my room. I'm not sharing the room so that I can excuse because of this or that. It's beautiful. So you just learn the power of awareness. Same thing through the mantra, we are trying to develop the power of awareness. Or you can just become aware of the senses and aware of the breath. Try these small exercises in day-to-day basis. It will help you to bring the energy in a one place and flow the energy in the present. And that will give you some kind of assure and trust that yes, this is what it's also important. And it will inspire you. Okay? Thank you.